Adept goes straight past that bunker, looking to try and slow down that natural. That's an overextension there from Classic, unless he kills a few units here, but doesn't seem likely.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, he gets it in the end, but losing an Adept for a Marine is still pretty good for Heromarine.
Yeah, no, I can't even. I was like, well, that Marine is going to die. And then, you know, the stupid little discus that the Adept throws does not even reach. It's amazing.
It's a
great
glaive.
micro
it's
there.
a glaive, apparently, but I don't know. I don't know what that means. What is even a glaive?
It's a light discus, I'm pretty sure. Right?
A Tron discus.
Yes, that's it. You just look like that.
So the Adept getting another Marine kill there, just being annoying.
Reaper is coming back right now. A couple Phoenixes out on the map. He actually scanned the area for the Reaper so that his probe could come to make this. But this is the thing that we were talking about where...
Oopsie daisies.
What?
And its boost is gone. That's a real feels bad man moment right there for Heromarine. No saving that medevac, unfortunately.
That is... You feel so good as Classic right now. You just put down your third Nexus, then you catch that medevac. You might even think there was stuff in it. You're like, oh, if there's 2 mines in that, oh my God, what a catch.
You're just rubbing your belly and having a nice big laugh. Always feels nice. Well, Heromarines lost that presence. He's not going to be able to do any drop play or have that extra medevac for healing up his units when he goes for that stim timing. He still goes for that stim timing. Classic really actually finding some nice damage here with these Phoenixes. Ooh, slows down the turret, gets 5 SCVs. Damn, that's nice for Classic.
That is painful.
It is important to hit the Protoss with this army supply advantage before they have these extra gateways, before charge, before those upgrades are done. This is a window where the Terran is actually very frightening.
This is similar to what I was really hoping we could see on Winter's Gate against some
of the medevacs again.
No! Oh, he actually baited him over there. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Amazing play, though.
Behind the factory there. So that means the Widowmines, rather the medevacs are surviving for now. Oh, they're tucked away in the back right of the natural. But so Heromarine doesn't have medevac support with this army, which does actually hurt a lot, Artosis. He really wants those medevacs here.
I think his next reinforcement, maybe he can get him there. But that is going to help Classic a lot on this defense. He does have those sentries, so he can slow this push down quite a bit. Heromarine taking his time. Look at this. He's coming up with these reinforcements. If he... Oh, no. Oh, he really needs those medevacs up here.
He certainly does to save that tank on the front line. He's actually trading pretty well with the gateway units. Does lose that tank, which certainly stings. But the medevacs are here. He still has a lot of bio left over, and he does have Widowmines as well.
He needs to push quickly now. Classic's done a great job of slowing him down so far. This game sieges up that tank. Starts to deal some damage here. The double shield battery is really helping out, but... Looks like Heromarine is going to start taking those down.
Charge is about to finish, as are the 1-1 upgrades of Classic. He pulls back to the Widowmine field. Going to let the Widowmines hit those charge slots. Does he actually have enough fire to fight back? The tank's still putting in the last bit of damage, so Classic lifts it up out of the battle. But Heromarine still with a lot of fire left over, Artosis, and he's rallying reinforcements here.
Oh, this is looking amazing right now for Heromarine. He continues to stim forward. He clears that first army. Another group of Zealots come out of a warp in. And they're trying their best, but Heromarine is breaking through.
He certainly is, and once again, Classic trying to defend, but not with many war pins available. Those charge slots have come on in, but it's just 3 of them with 1 Stalker and 1 Phoenix. That is not an army, Artosis. This is getting a little bit more like it. That third Nexus, though, under huge threat.
Oh my God, Heromarine has to show some great micro here, though. That is a lot of Zealots. They have 1-1, they have charge. He still has quite a few medevacs and more units rallying up, but is it enough to whittle this down?
Oh man, those charge loss were so clutch here for Classic. They do push back Heromarine. He does finally get rid of that tank. The Widowmines have also been picked up and eliminated by these Phoenixes, which has been really nice for Classic as well. Heromarine goes towards that third base, but it doesn't look like he's going to slow down, and I don't think he should. He still has a lot of army, and there's no splash damage here still. You can still try and trade well against an army like this, although that charge lot count is getting scary. He does have 1-1.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit tough right now, and he doesn't have concussive shells. I really wish he did. Look at this, even an Archon coming in. I feel like we are getting to the point where you're not going to break this, you're just going to lose a bunch of units.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you now. So
this is a very close game right now. I could absolutely see it going either way.
Oh, he doesn't have Storm Energy. He tried to drop High Templar for Storms, but he doesn't actually have the energy on those High Templar just yet.
Wow, that is an uncharacteristic mistake from Classic. He does come up and throw down a few Storms.
Got a feedback on a Ghost as well. Very nice play there from Classic.
The Liberator coming up and getting itself set up. He still has more and more mines, more Ghosts coming up here as well.
And Liberator pulls out of harm's way here. Classic had to warp in a few Stalkers. He's really respecting the Liberator here of Heromarine. Now, if the Stalker count is like this, Heromarine can take a very nice fight. He gets a very nice EMP on those charge slots. Widowmines actually kill a lot there, and a High Templar and a lot of charge slots went down as well. That Storm does damage quite a bit of bio. Heromarines army still looking very threatening, though. 95 army supply against the 70 here of the Protoss, and a good chunk of it is still very EMP'd.
Absolutely. That was actually quite a good engagement. Those mines did a huge amount of damage in the middle of Classic's army. Now, Classic walking up, taking a couple more Widowmine hits. Heromarine coming up to meet that army as well.
Now, we were talking about splash damage being a little bit of a problem here for Classic, even though he has Storm. There are EMPs with Terran. Now, the Disruptors, though, that is going to be very scary here for Heromarine. He is still making Liberators, which are definitely what you want against Disruptors, a good number of Liberators, but 2 Disruptors at once is very, very hard to deal with.
That's actually surprising. We just saw the Phoenixes in the top right of the map. Those could be useful here. A little bit hard against such a big bio army, but I feel like Classic should be using absolutely everything at his disposal.
Well, those Disruptors have a riot. First Nova's going to come out and not really hit anything. The second one going for anything here. He gets a Marauder to Marine. That's just about it. Though the Ghost is still alive. EMP's on the High Templar. There is still one available on the far left with Storms available. Heromarines bio stimming on in to engage this front line of charge lots and these Stalkers as well. The Disruptors still on cooldown. A nice zoning Storm there from Classic. Looks like he tried to go for some harassment, but the bunker here from Heromarine holds on to that third base.
Now, can he get rid of the fourth while he's keeping this pressure on? It looks like Classic once again moving forward, takes down that Liberator. A great Disruptor hit as well. The army of Heromarine, it's still got a lot of damage output, but it is very low health-wise.
It is indeed. He might want to pull back after killing this fourth Nexus and consolidate his forces again. But this scuffle, while it is looking very, very messy, he is trading nicely here against the Protoss.
Yeah, and he kills that fourth Nexus. A huge moment for Heromarine, but I definitely agree with you. I feel like he needs to pull back and get his army together, heal everything up. It feels like his army is just about to all fall apart.
Certainly, and this Prism trying to really dive deep here and just warp in charge lots right in front of those SCVs. A drop from Heromarine going on top of those Forges. It looks like the upgrades, at least one of these upgrades is going to finish. He's going for the pylon here to depower them.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got the upgrades delayed a little bit here. If he can get these Forges, this is so huge. EMPing the Forges to get that extra damage on the health bar. Will he get these Forges? Yes, he will. 3-3 denied. Huge play from Heromarine.
And he even gets out with 2 medevacs and a bunch of units within them. A beautiful clutch play from Heromarine, killing the third base and denying 3-3 upgrades.
Oh,
wow,
man.
Huge plays.
I'm actually feeling those chills you're talking about, Artosis, all over my body. That play from Heromarine was so beautiful. While there is a fourth location taken here for Heromarine, that is the main base. So both players on equal amount of command facilities. The Nexus there for the Protoss. Oh, I like these pickoffs there on those Ghosts, getting them Marauders as well. Nice little pickoffs with those Phoenixes, which are back in the battle just like you wanted. And the Disruptor count is climbing. Now, Heromarines upgrades were very far behind. Obviously, he's going to be able to catch up here as the Forges haven't been retaken for Classic by the looks of things. So he is going to be able to take an upgrade lead, but it's going to be quite a while before that happens. And the Disruptor count is getting very scary. And they are moving to intercept. Now, there is Colossus production here from Classic. And Colossi are actually a unit that's going to be tough for Heromarine to deal with. Oh, we can get Disruptors before the Novas connect. One of the Novas do connect, and a reinforcement of Classic from the south. The Blink Stalkers even pick up these medevacs. A nice engagement for the Protoss.
Well, I tell you what, though, he did pick off a lot of Disruptors, so I'm not throwing that as a complete loss for Heromarine. He's going to be happy to reduce that count at least. Right now, the production of Heromarine out of control is 3-3, going to finish soon as well.
Yeah, those upgrades. It's going to take a while for him to get there, but he is just about there, Artosis. Does he respect these Colossi by going into Starport production? No, he just keeps making medevacs here, keeps just relying on the Marauder count more than anything and those upgrades to actually just go toe-to-toe with these Colossi. And, I mean, we're seeing a Liberator here and there, but that's not really like a slam dunk against an army like this against Classic.
I am really excited to see this next engagement, though. Like you said, he's making a lot of Marauders. He's got a huge bio force here. He's going to have a gigantic spread, but in the meantime, he's doing a counterattack. Only a couple High Templars here. They get picked off before they can get anything done.
Really nice move there from Heromarine, but I'm very worried about this attack for it to be able to defend. That's so much splash damage. Nice EMPs on the High Templar, but there is still juice left over. They can still bring some bad weather here for the boys, but the EMPs do soften him up enough for him to collapse here with his 3-3 bio units. Another one here, but also more High Templar with more energy.
Oh, okay. Well, in the meantime, he has killed a Nexus. The rest of his attack force going after that third base. Classic hiding a Nexus down at the bottom. Not sure if that's going to come into play.
Heromarines bio actually gets a Colossus before he pulls back there. After killing that Nexus at the fourth base location, Heromarine still going toe-to-toe with Classic, even with the more superior economy at the moment.
Man, I tell you what, he was just getting warmed up in those first games. Heromarine putting out an absolutely brilliant game at the moment. He is macroing like a beast. He's been ahead in supply for so long, counterattacking all over the place and stopping Classic every time he attacks. Here we go, though. Classic coming in once again.
And Heromarine has been making Vikings at the back of this and can actually engage those Colossi a little bit more convincingly. The Archons there, putting some damage on the production, on the orbital, but the EMPs and the amount of bio here from Heromarine is so good. He's chasing Classic through the middle of the map. If he can get into the lifeline here, get rid of that Prism, get rid of these High Templar, this game is going to be his.
Oh, a beautiful pick off on that. He's chasing him home as well. The EMPs have landed everywhere. Very few Psystorms left over, but it looks like Heromarine going to run down here and regroup before his next attack.
Yeah, just heal up a few more hit points there on those medevacs. Looks like he's going to break a couple of them off to the south here to try and see if Classic's trying to re-expand. The Vikings leading the charge. Wants to get some pot shots off on those Colossi. He still keeps missing that Nexus. Oh, that's a nice storm on those stacked up Vikings. They're going to get died. Oh, wow, that's a very, very quick clean up there on those Vikings.
Yeah.
They're suddenly here and they're suddenly not there.
Oh my god, the Nexus, almost all of the Economy Classic is just below this drop, but he has not seen it. This set of Stalkers will chase him back. No, he didn't see the Nexus there. Classic getting a little bit lucky.
He is getting a little bit lucky, but he's going to need to get very, very lucky when the Terran decides that when the time is to attack. Heromarine is up 70. Army supply here at Tosis with double upgrade advantage.
Classic's economy is broken. His army is broken. Like you said, it's just down to his splash damage. It's the only thing keeping him in this game.
There are so many ghosts here, so many Vikings as well. Heromarine being almost frustratingly patient at this point, but he just doesn't want to throw this game away. He's playing it perfectly right now. He's doing such a great job.
Sending 3 medevacs down towards that other base. Still roaming with the main bulk of his army. So many ghosts in there. Really has a lot of firepower right now. And I think that this split is going to be very hard for Classic to deal with. Look at this. Classic's trying to come down, and Heromarine pounces on the army.
And High Templars there have been EMP'd. They're completely dry of shields and energy, so they have to be turned into Archons to fight. These Colossi still battered and bruised from earlier. This army from Classic isn't an army. There is just too much Terran here. He's going to eat a couple storms, but it will not matter. That is so much Heromarine, and we are about to go to Game 5. GG.